All right, GM, yo, everybody. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Thank you all for coming into the space. We are live on X, Abstract, Kick, YouTube, all the above. So we appreciate everybody tuning in wherever you're tuning in at. Kenny, YouTube's picking up some steam, averaging like anywhere between like 14 to 20. Some days we get more, some days we get less, views back on the stream. So pretty good. Getting some comments in there, people discovering it for the first time. So
don't worry, my mug will be back on stream tomorrow to fuck those numbers up.
Oh, Oh, you are back tomorrow, right? Yeah, I forgot to tell everybody space is canceled for the rest of the week. No, we're not going to do that to you, Kyle. So, but yeah, so make sure you get over there, watch wherever you may like. So, we appreciate everybody showing up and showing out. But anyways, Kenny, GM, sir, how we doing? Good.
Doing well, man.
Good.
Doing well.
Good.
Just watching the market, see what's going on right now. Things aren't looking that great, but we'll get into it.
Yeah. I mean, some things are looking good. Some things are looking pretty shitty. You know what I mean? Yeah, but for the most part, and it seems like there's an AI trading bot invasion. We're going to dive into that as well, because all within like the last hour, there's been two big brands tweet about now live agents or within Claude trading. So yeah, we'll get into that. So Kyle, I spoke to you enough. I know you're doing well.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Yeah. We're back. It's Reality Check. I'm here to show you bags I already fumbled alongside my co-host Jesus. Yeah, back to you.
Hey, that's what we do. It's how we roll. But anyways, Kenny, do you want to kind of run through the market real quick? We can get through that, and then we'll talk about all the shit that I have pinned up top.
Yeah. So yeah, as far as like the market goes, broader market, crypto and stock market, under a little pressure right now. Obviously, there's been this uptick in hostility between the U.S. and Iran, as well as like oil rising, the barrel of oil, the price is going up. We've got, Fed rate cuts, or Fed Reserve rate cuts potentially looming. The decision's going to be made pretty soon here. And then this AI stuff that's, these fucking rogue AI things, hacking other things. There's just a lot of fucking crazy shit happening right now, in all honesty. But yeah, just looking at the overall market, we were chopping a little bit earlier this morning, and currently looking at it. Bitcoin did flip green earlier, but is now back on a downtrend, slightly over 6,400, sitting at 64,000, sitting at 64K. $25. It's up about 0.33%. Outside of that, you got Ethereum down about 1.35%, back down to 1894. Solana sitting at $73, down about 1.4%. Hyperliquid taking another hit too, back down to $54.70, down about 1.4%. Zcash down to 463, down almost 3%. Near Protocol down 5%. So I mean, some of the top alts as well as majors taking a little bit of a hit. Looking at equities, kind of the same situation over there. You got NASDAQ down another 260 points, Dow Jones down 811, and the S&P down 58. So, a little bit rough on the streets right now as far as investments go. Not really sure. Obviously the price of oil is up. The barrel's up $5.58. These geopolitical tensions are making investors a little bit wary, but more so than anything else, I think the Fed Reserve's, interest rate decision is going to be the one that really kind of is the telltale as far as like what direction we go in. So we'll see how things play out. But other than that, there are some success stories going on. In particular, STONKBROKERs ran up to about 25 mil this morning, currently sitting at 19.9, up 38% on the day, sitting at 0.008 cents with good volume, 3.2 mil in volume. But yeah, I woke up this morning, I saw it had almost hit 1 cent. It was just under 1 cent.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. The NFTs are sitting at 3.083. If you come here every day and show up, you had over a month to buy these pre-mint at $10 a piece. Over a month. And yeah, I hate it if you didn't make it. Because now somebody just bought that one. Now the floor is 3.19 ETH. $6,043.61 for one STONKBROKER NFT. So yeah, what a fucking cook, bro. Massive cook. And then if you were in Reality Check Discord, I dropped the STONKBROKER token in there. I think it was like 780K, something like that. As soon as it fucking came out, like it was just, man, it was full go. It's a massive cook for everybody on this one.
Yeah, it's been one of the bigger success stories on Robinhood chain. Obviously, you had Cash Cat, the first meme to be followed by Vlad. That ran up to 250. But, this is actually a utility coin with actual, real sinks to it and ties to RWAs. I think the narrative of this coin and Robinhood chain in general being, Vlad talking about how he wanted it to be more of like a RWA kind of chain. It fits the narrative very well, and Stonkbrokers just continues to do well. Other news off of Robinhood: Pipe Dog launched yesterday. Crazy shit.
Crazy,
right?
bro. Yeah, that was fucking nuts.
Yeah, and it is currently sitting at 60 mil. It is back up again. It dipped overnight. But here's the crazy part. 19 hours. It's been trading for 19 hours. $73.9 million in volume in 19 hours. It's got 12.1 million in liquidity. I'm not exactly sure if it's still unlocked. I know I didn't jump in because I was worried because the liquidity was not locked. I saw a bunch of volume in. I thought it was just a pump and dump. But the fact that it's 19 hours in and it hasn't rugged is starting to make me think that maybe there's some staying potential for this. Apparently, the guy who devved it is a former NVIDIA, employee. There's different rumors around it. Nothing is really 100% for sure. But the coin's done
From
very
what
well.
I've seen, he had launched 2 other CAs, then deleted those CAs, and then sent Pipe Dog. But yeah, former NVIDIA employee and fucking
that was the other thing. Apparently, this wallet launched 2 other coins and then scrubbed all the stuff around it. Apparently, it tweeted out about it, then deleted the tweet. So
yeah,
everything about it seemed like it was, either a cabal coin or it was getting rug.
Yeah.
Right. But nobody really knew, and that was the hard part, was trying to figure it out. If you have the balls to buy it, GG's. I mean, you're cooking, right?
Yeah, 100%.
People aping somewhere around anywhere between 12 and 20 mil is when I started getting notifications for it. But yeah, it's sitting at 60 mil right now. To my knowledge, I think this is the highest market cap coin on Robinhood right now. And it's not even 19 hours old.
Yeah, I mean, outside of Cash Cat, Pons, and Stonkbroker, I don't think there's anything else anywhere near it. So it's pretty fucking intense to see that happen. But
apparently it was listed on L Bank and MEXC overnight. So it seems like there is some validity to it. Now, granted, these aren't like top tier exchanges, but if exchanges are listing it, that's always a positive sign. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm curious to see where this thing ends up at. I mean, there was an opportunity to buy the dip overnight. It did dip back down into the I want to say like into the 002 range. I think it dipped just under 3 cents.
Yeah.
Or 3 cents, but now it's back up. Like I said, back up to 0.005.
Yeah, I mean, you
right
could have
now.
bought the bottom and got a 2x out of it if you went in with some size. If you had caught the very bottom or right at it.
Yeah, but just the volume, it blows my mind. I mean, 74 mil in 19 hours of volume. Like in the past hour, it's done 4.8 mil. In the past.
You'd thought Elon dropped this bitch. But instead, no. That's it's pretty fucking crazy. And still, people buying 1 ETH right now. I'm seeing like an ETH go into this. Like you're top blasting.
No, I'm watching people put $25,000 clips into it. I mean, it's
crazy.
It's heavily traded right now, and it's because the liquidity is so good. I mean, it's thick liquidity, 12.1 mil on a coin that's sitting at a 60 mil market cap. That entices, whales don't worry as much because they don't have to worry about slippage, number one. And number two, they don't have to worry about if somebody clips out a big bag, it's going to kill the liquidity pool. When there's thick liquidity, the whales are going to enter the chat. So that's just how it is.
Yeah. No, I can.
Other news. Yeah. Other news on Robinhood. Obviously, you want to talk about DERP a little bit?
Yeah. We can talk about DERP.
Yeah, you want to explain what it is? I know this launched last night, the first official coin launching off of Stonkbrokers, correct?
Yeah, the launch pad itself is not live. So don't think that the launch pad itself is live. But from what to my knowledge, this was, the launch pad goes live on Friday, but this is going to be the first one listed. So maybe the launch pad is functional, it's there, and they just haven't released the launch pad. I was hoping Simple Farmer would actually come in so we could get some clarity behind it, because he's been a little bit quiet on the timeline about it. And so that's kind of interesting. But the TLDR on this is DERP is a fixed supply token mined through StonkPit using browser-based proof of work. Stonkbroker NFTs on Robinhood Chain and bridged Mine Boys accounts as miners. The mining proofs also create a public randomness stream that games and apps can purchase, while protocol fees, build ETH, and ape-backed redemption floors beneath the token. The maximum supply is 4.44 billion of the token, with 75% allocated to Stonkbroker mining and 15% to mining, MineBoy mining, which MineBoy is an NFT on Ape Chain, and you can get those and bridge them over on the site. There's no additional minting. You can buy the DERP token. But you're also going to be able to earn DERP by mining through the Stonk Pit. And for anyone watching on the stream, I'm showing the Stonk Pit now. So like you can see my 3 Stonk brokers here. The mining is not live yet. It looks like it's going to go live today. It looked like the founder, I have the tweet pinned up at the top. He was actually in Captain Space, so I know he kind of spoke on this. Uncle Mac did about what was going to be happening. I don't think you need any of the token to mine with, but you will pay fees in a Robinhood, ETH, or maybe even USDC, or maybe even Ape. I'm not sure, but it right now it looks like it's you have 15 spots to mine through, and at what rate you can increase, I'm not 100% sure. There's a link at the top. He has a space coming up at 3:00 Eastern today that he said there is a 9 out of 10 chance that we will see the mining go live then. So the only way to get it, like I said, the only way to mine and participate is to have these MineBoy NFTs, or you have to have Stonk brokers. So MineBoys are currently sitting at, bro, we should have bought these instead of the goddamn token. These are at $67. They ran up to like 80. And
these are on Robinhood?
No,
these NFTs?
No, MineBoys are on Ape Chain. So this must have been, this must have been something Uncle Mac had worked on previously. And like I said, last night you were able to get these for $288.
Bro, and dude, they were like $4 at one point yesterday.
No. You're talking about like during the day. Yeah, they were nothing. Yeah, you could have got these for 17 Ape earlier in the day yesterday. And they shot all the way up to where are we at? They shot all the way up to 640 Ape last night. So yeah, man, absolutely cook on that one. But there's 15% of the mining rewards are going to these NFTs. So it's pretty straightforward. When you go to stonkpit.xyz, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm sharing on my stream now the Stonk Pit itself, and you can see what I'm talking about with the mining setup. You can see the 15 spots. There's so many different things in here. There's one place called the locker. So right now there's 0.000154 ETH up for grabs. Every time you trigger it to collect fees, you get tipped in Ethereum. So far, I think I've done this about 6 times. I think I got like a little bit over $1 in tips. But there are some gotcha style games. There's one that's called the Bones. It's called the Bones, and it's like you're rolling dice. I don't know what the RTP is. I haven't looked into a lot of this yet. I want to hopefully listen to Uncle Mac later on in the space, but I'm going to be doing some shit. But I'm going to be locked in for when the staking goes live, or not the staking, but when the mining goes live. So, but yeah, so that's the premises on DERP, and the tech behind it is so brands can actually build 100% verifiable, all built on Robinhood blockchain gotcha style games, like even like a BZ or mystery boxes, things like that. Any type of game, and the tech just didn't even exist. And Uncle Mac was able to create that. And there were ways to actually use that tech from other chains on Robinhood, but it doesn't give you the same marketing, the same appeal of like, hey, this is all 100% on Robin chain. Well, now you can. Yeah, I already have one. How do we get access to the tech? They want to be able to use it to build something. So, yes, we'll see what happens. I think the coin, Kenny, will go back up once we see the mining go live. But man,
yeah, definitely.
They cheated this fucker down. It's 3 mil right now.
Yeah, I mean, look, it ran up to 8 mil overnight. Obviously, a lot of people, positioning themselves for when the mining does go live. And anytime you have a move from sub $100,000 market cap to 8 mil in less than 12 hours, you're going to have people selling. The liquidity is pretty low on it right now, and I think that will get addressed. I mean, there's only, I don't know how true this is, but $46,000 in liquidity on a 3 mil market cap, which is pretty low. So,
to answer some of that for you, so when you go back, I'm gonna share back the website here.
I think once you start mining, and there are going to be more coming into the LP.
So basically, where in the fuck was this? The locker. So the locker is the LP. So the locker is 45% of the whole supply sits in this pool forever, locked, no key, no way out. Every trade pays its fees, and anyone can push the button that collects them. The button pays you 1% for pushing it. So I don't know if this 45% of the whole supply is already locked up or not. I don't know if that happens until the mining goes live. Then I think we're going to see the liquidity. I think then we're going to see, that much of the token get locked up. I think we see the liquidity just like skyrocket. And then for that, I don't know how does the price react to that? If a coin gains that much liquidity.
Well, I think with more liquidity in the pool, you'll attract bigger buyers, because right now, I mean, as you can see, if there's a like $200-300 sale, it pushes the price down, the market cap down. It doesn't take much sell pressure. My point is, it doesn't take much sell pressure or buy pressure to have the chart go one way or another. I mean, like looking at the overall volume, right? $596,000 in volume, not a whole lot. I mean, it's not nothing. But my point is, on 596K in volume, with 309,000 of that being buying, right? It ran all the way up to 8 mil because the LP was so slow. It's a low float, so the market cap rose really quickly with not a whole lot of buying pressure. I think once the LP, if it does get more liquidity in there, I think you'll see some bigger buyers coming in. But yeah, I'm pretty bullish on this one. I think, obviously the narrative around it being the first kind of coin to launch off of stonkbrokers, and then just the way it ties into the stonkbroker ecosystem, I think it's going to do well. I mean, look, stonkbrokers ran up to what, 24, 25 mil almost this morning. Consolidating right now a little bit, back in that 20 mil range. Yeah, yeah, I'm bullish on DERP. I think it's going to do pretty well, and I am positioned. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna see.
I am
like
also
said, around 3.
positioned.
What are you
My
positioned
position
in?
is face down, ass up at the moment. The way I've played this whole thing.
That's the way we like it.
Well, we're gonna see what we'll see what happens at 3. Like I said, I was maybe Simple Farmers just like fucking passed out somewhere because he was up so late. I have the slightest clue.
Or maybe he's waiting to make the announcement once it actually goes live. You know, like maybe he wants the mining to actually be live before he starts tweeting about it. Who knows? Which you think, like you said, you alluded to earlier, you think that's going to go live today sometime around 3:00 Eastern?
That's what Uncle Mac said in the Spaces link. He said 9 out of 10 chance that the mining goes live during this space. So, I mean, he needs to bring attention to the coin. Right now, the coin's hurting, 3 mil. And yeah, so he's gotta pump this.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's hurting, bro. It's like just launched fucking 13 hours ago, and it's sitting at a $3 million market cap. It's doing really well.
I mean, it's yeah, rectum. Right now it's sitting at
now 57%
retracement.
Right.
So
now, if you bought the top at 8 mil, yeah, it's not doing that great right now. But like if you bought, within the first couple hours, you're up right now, and your things are looking good.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll see. What else is happening in meme coins? Oh, speaking of launch pads, Cash Cat's launching. They have their own launch pad now, right? What the fuck's up with that?
Well, I know they were getting market makers, and it's funny because if you look at the Cash Cat chart, it had a pretty nice wick yesterday. It ran from 33, 34 mil back up to 53, 54, all within the matter of about an hour and a half. And then the Jeets just lined up to enter, right? And they Jeeted it all the way back down to where it initially started the pump. So a full retracement of the pump that happened yesterday. If you kind of zoom out and look at the chart, it was sitting, right around these prices, about 0.034 cents, and then just wicked all the way up to almost 0.055 within about an hour. And then people just started selling off, and now it is fully retraced back to where it started. So it's pretty brutal, man. It's a rotational market right now. Not many people want to sit there and bag work and hold coins. They just want the quick flips. So, but I do think Cash Cat will definitely come back. I'm 1,000% sure about that. Well, maybe 999%. But my point is, I do think Cash Cat, that was the first main runner on the chain. Vlad does follow it. If there is a meme that gets listed, I could see it being Cash Cat just because of the provenance of Robinhood being called, Cash Cat prior to it rebranding to Robinhood. There's just lore around it, and yeah, we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah. And then now this morning we seen Robinhood and MoonPay within an hour of each other. MoonPay, every Claude and ChatGPT user now has the power to trade anything on Solana by having a conversion or by having a conversation. Welcome to Paybox, the payment vault and non-custodial wallet that lets AI agents securely transact across the open internet. Prompt approved pay. Paybox.sh. And I seen people tweeting for setting this up, like MoonPay was giving them like 40, $50. So if you want an AI agent to be trading for you through MoonPay on your soul trades, go get this set up. The tweet's pinned at the top, and you might get $50 dropped to you. I mean, I don't know if they're like lowering that amount of money, the more people sign up. But yeah, you can go get that done. And then Robinhood an hour later says, P&L meet your agent. Every trade's outcome now visible to your agent to help you analyze returns and sharpen your approach. Live for everyone in the U.S. today. So it's kind of like a fucking agent trading war happening right now between some of these guys. What do you think about that? Would you use an agent to make your trades for you? It would have sold your fucking DERP at the top, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think they're useful. I personally, I stare at charts all day. I think it's more, I think it's useful for any trader, but more so just like the passive traders, people who are busy with work and life in general. And, you just want to fund your bot and tell it to go do its thing, set the parameters for it and let it do its work. If you're not 100% tapped in, I think it can be very beneficial to trading. But yeah, no, for me personally, I'm not gonna. I trade. I watch charts for most of the day, so I'm pretty tapped in. I don't think I necessarily need it. But yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. I'm not gonna fuck around with it. I mean, I might do the moon pay. We will see if I have time today. TokenWorks put out a tweet. We kept hearing feedback about the minimum backing price being too low relative to the purchase price. We've manually updated the minimum back into 0.05 ETH. So if you put an asset in there and it's 0.0, you got to have at least 0.05 ETH to back it. Eventually, this can be dynamic on the contract level, but we'll experiment manually for now. So TokenWorks continuously updating their protocol with FWA. I don't know what Callum's fucking coin's doing. Do you know? Have you looked at that? What is that? RWA? Last I seen it was getting cheated.
Yeah,
it is RWA. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Kenny. You know more about it than me.
No, it's sitting at around 150,000 right now. I mean, look, it launched a couple days ago. It ran all the way up to almost $1 million. But this is really contingent on the success of FWA. I think if FWA, now granted, it took a pretty big hit after initially running up to 38 mil on market cap. It dipped as low all the way back down as of yesterday. It had gotten all the way back down to almost about 12 cents, somewhere in that range. Maybe a little, right around 12 cents. Now it has bounced since then. It's 0.012 cents, which was a 12 mil market cap. It's bounced since then. It's back up to a 17.5 mil market cap. So I think if FWA continues to garner attention and people are playing on it a lot, I think RWA makes a lot of sense as a way to get exposure to it. Because as of right now, you can't straight up buy FWA. You have to actually go play the game if you want to earn some FWA token. There's no actual route to be able to buy it. So for the time being, if you're looking for a way to get exposure to it, RWA is an alternative method.
Yeah. Well, when I type in RWA on Robinhood, I get real world asses. On BNB, we got RWA.
Sounds at least slightly more mimetic.
Yeah.
But RWA's it's on ETH, by the way.
No, I know. Well, I'm looking right here. I know, but I'm just telling you the top coins that pulled up when I type in RWA.
Yeah, I'm a
55K market cap on RWA on Robinhood. So real world asses is cooking. There's another one that's at 13K. Yeah, he's got to be able to get this up, but yeah, I see it down here at the bottom. So, yeah, that's what happens when Frank sells your bags. Yeah.
No, I think Frank still actually owns some, to be honest.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
But he did trade in and out of it. I saw another big FOMO, just got dude Binky bought some as well too. And people typically copy trade him. And that's why you have the run up to about $1 million relatively quickly.
Yeah.
Because those two guys bought. And, FOMO, the way it's set up socially, like some of these accounts have 100,000 followers on FOMO app. So like when they buy something, if you have notifications on for them, you'll get the notification that they bought, and then people just ape in right after. It's very copy tradie-ish.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. The what else do we have bookmarked here? Kitty mining, bro.
There we go.
Hey, well, I'm just the fucking chart's still alive. Just because you
kidding.
fucking
I know it is.
And so last night they announced that they were going to do catch-up upgrades, or now that they were going to be bringing these. And So now they tweeted 3 hours ago, new players can now upgrade their facility directly to the current stage instead of waiting 24 hours per tier. No more starting at zero with no way to close the gap. Catch-up pricing is 2x the standard upgrade cost and contributes to burn on each upgrade. So for those that are still doing it, the chart did go back up yesterday. It actually ran up to 500K, bro. Right shy of 500K on that coin. It's fucking eating shit since. But it, you know, I don't know what these guys are going to do. Keep doing. They said they're going to keep building. The market cap now, oh my God, it's at 89K. But last night it did run up to 502,000 is where it topped out at. Like, it's so weird on Deck Screener. Like, this shows 89K market cap, but on the chart it shows 120K. So it's like, I don't fucking know. But I mean, I'm still making fucking $50 a day off these fucking things. So it's like, all right, let's fucking send it. And so yeah, it's probably fucking dead, but the kitties are still clacking up against the fucking rocks here. So keep an eye out for that. Maybe they do something, maybe they don't. Also on Abstract, the Gigaverse badge or badge is live. There's a video up top, quickly walks you through how to get that done. It's not difficult at all. All you got to do is go throw some shit at one of the racers and go back to your reward screen.
He means shit too.
Yeah, literally shit.
He's not using the word shit to replace another word. It is in-game shit.
Yeah. They call it dung. So you go in there, grab some dung, run to the bottom right of the screen, and walk through a couple of rooms, wait for a spectating match to start up, and then you just throw the dung and go back and get your badge. So, yeah.
Probably pretty easy to figure out if anybody watches that video. Jesus, who walked you through the process so you could make that video?
I did. It was pretty quick. It was pretty simple. I figured it out. You know, I dusted off my my Gigaverse bags and ran in there and did it. But man, I sped it up because the video was like fucking 5 minutes long. And we're cooking there. It sounded like a fucking cheesy mouse. But you can go check that out as well. For anyone that is doing any type of social marketing, whatever it's on, Kaido, they just announced a activation called Kaido Catalyst. It's literally a fucking copy of Zeet. They are doing this based on, it says, built on Kaido's latest intelligence infrastructure. Projects can attribute rewards using a flexible set of criteria, including mindshare clicks, signups, deposits, in-platform activity, and more. So literally the same thing that Zeet announced over a month ago. The only difference is they have bigger bags and they could sign a data agreement with X to where they don't get their account suspended. So Zeet, though, is good, though, because it's allowing you to post content on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and actually get, you know, more reach outside of Web3. I do like the side of that. There will be 80% of the token pool goes to the creators who drive the results, while the remaining 20% goes to Kaido stakers and YTS Kaido holders on Pendlefy. So that, I'm guessing that's an LP. So yeah, we'll see what Kaido ends up doing, how many people flock to it. I think it's a good thing for Zeet because it's going to bring, if Kaido gets too jam-packed, it's going to bring business over to Zeet. And Zeet is highly, highly fucking underfarmed right now. And that goes back to the last tournament. The only tournament running right now is Use Vault 777. There's a tweet pinned at the top. And I actually fucking put the wrong dollar amount in there. I put $20,000. It's actually $25,000 in prizes. The last tournaments, I think my squad ended up getting over like 5 Gs. We're already just destroying on fucking Vault 777 with me and Fogo. We are in on that one. and as an alliance, but we are kicking ass. So I would imagine most of that prize pool of 25,000 USD, it looks like they've been paying either first through third or like first through fifth. But I would imagine if you're in our squad, I would expect us to lock down at least 80% of that 25K. I'll be surprised if it's less than that, but I'm going to say 75 to 80% of the 25K will get distributed. But I'm going to tell you, just because you go sign up on Vault and you verify your wallet and you get 200 Zeets, that doesn't mean you're going to get a fucking USDC payout. You have to complete tasks, people, and it does not cost much. I know a guy who put $50 into Vault 777, and he's already up to like 14th place on the leaderboard. Dude could end up walking away with, several $100 for clicking a few buttons. So if you have time, get over there, get signed up. The link and everything's up at the top. And hopefully we'll see Zeke drop some more tournaments soon, because one is not enough. So yeah, Kenny, that's what's happening on the info side of things, InfoFi side of things, if you want to look at that. OpenSea, Kenny, they're giving away, this could get dangerous. Let's give away some prizes. Show us the most creative way and place your trade using OpenSea Mobile. They're giving away a doodle, a moon cat, and an other deed. So to enter, post your pic or video, tag OpenSea, use hashtag OS Mobile in your post, and it ends August 3rd. So what are some ways you think, like, what are we going to see here?
I see Clemente like doing a video where he's like, you can buy it on OpenSea Mobile, and then like freaking out because he just got rugged or something like that. I think that would go viral. I can see with Clemente doing something like that.
Well, I mean, when you look at the video, it shows one of these NFTs tightrope walking into the, like, fucking Himalayas. Like, it's got people riding bikes, like this mutant apes parachuting while doing a trade. So it's like, people are going to be doing some risky shit to make this happen. Yeah,
the gambling sites do a lot of that, kind of like get these people to like be in situations, and then they're on their phone, and then like there'll be a screenshot of them like playing some type of casino game. So yeah, I think some people take that route as well.
That's like it's like the dare markets is what it is.
Well, it's not quite like, but yeah, I can see your point.
Yeah, it could get pretty wild. I haven't really seen any crazy tweets. Somebody put a video out of some dude sitting in a fire truck, and I can't remember who it was. Was it Mullet? I think it might. No, I don't think it was Mullet. Let me go look. But it was somebody that I fucking follow, and let me go fucking look and see if it was Mullet. I just see him down there, and he fucking picks on me, so I'm gonna pick on him. And maybe it wasn't him. Yeah, there was somebody like doing they were riding in a fire truck and filming one of the other firemen on their phone. And he's like, yeah, trading on OpenSea Mobile. You can't even see what the guy's doing on his phone. He just randomly recorded some guy in a fire truck and then said he was trading on OpenSea Mobile. It's the fucking dumbest shit. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm trying to come up with some creative ideas that maybe I can include with my daughter to do one. I'll take a fucking doodle, bro, or a moon cat. I just got a DM saying it was Atari that did that. So you got to go check that. Let's see where that's at. Yeah, I'm going to go look at this. Yeah, it was fucking wild. Yeah, here's the video right here. It's like OpenSea Mobile on the way to a fire. If this isn't a winner, I don't know what is. And all he does is zoom in on the phone, and like, I don't know. But either way, I mean, I'm sure we can get pretty creative with it. But let me see what else we got here. I think that's kind of it that I had bookmarked for everything for today. Unless you had something else. What else is on your radar? Oh, we got.
I was just going to point out it is Blinko's 7-month anniversary. I saw the Bearish account tweet that earlier. I pinned my little sucking the Bears off tweet to the Jumbotron.
I know,
Anybody
bro.
wants to engage with mine or their post.
We need a Blinko season 2. I know everybody's still fucking waiting, bro.
Immediately, first comment, 30 seconds after I quote tweeted it. Win leaderboard. Win leaderboard.
Oh, really? DeJohnny did?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, DeJohnny, I can see this leaderboard. And let me tell you, you're not nowhere near the top, bro. You better tighten the fuck up. Get off Vault 777 and start doing some work.
Slow now. Calm down.
What?
Aren't you a Vault 777 Zeke squad leader, sir?
I am.
Be careful.
Well, we're cooking.
Tread carefully, sir.
We are cooking. I'm actually going to be streaming for Vault 777. So I'm just going to start saying Vault 777 because it's too many fucking sevens. And I think it just rolls off the tongue a little bit better. Goddamn. See, look, Javi saying 19 minutes ago, Kenny, he got $73 for setting this up in his pay box. That's pretty wild. So you could end up getting a decent amount of money there, guys. So make sure you go set up your MoonPay stuff and get paid. Other than that, I think I had seen that, what was it? Pudgy Penguins. They are dropping their first comic book. So that's pretty interesting. Not sure how well that's going to sell, but GG's to them. And this is Adventures of Pax, Pengu, and Polly. So, yeah, go fucking check that out. I don't know where. I guess you can get it on the Pudgy website. And there was one other thing that I thought I had bookmarked that we didn't talk about, but maybe it is not there. I think that was it. Bloiks, I know that's coming soon, and I think they're going to come on the space. You know the one that TMA's tweeting about quite a bit?
Yeah.
This one right here, this Dark Knight Rises, like this fucking thing right here is pretty badass, bro. Like the art is pretty good. So interesting to see what's going to happen there. 10,000 PFP collection. And we seen what happened with Godpool. I would think this one mints out though. And do you know anything about this Godpool shit? Like what is the deal there?
Still no clue on the mechanics or how it works, or is it a game? I don't know, honestly. Been trying to figure it out. I just can't get a straight answer from anyone.
Yeah, neither can I. Bro, are people still buying Pixel Pups? Oh, no. That's Pixel Pups that are at 0.23 ETH. I thought these were Pup Cups that people were buying at 0.23 ETH. I was like, the fuck? Why are y'all buying those? They're fucking is no good anymore. So I don't know. The one mint that I regret not grabbing any of was the Satari Must Die. These things are at 0.21 ETH. We talked about them last week.
They were at like 0.15 yesterday.
Well, bro, they were at 0.06 last week when we were talking about it.
Yeah.
5 days ago, you could have got these things at 0.05. And there was a couple of people that had whitelist. One of them we know. I'm not going to say his name, but he overslept. His name rhymes with Schmillo. And overslept and faded Jenny Wealth, So you got to be locked the fuck in, bro. It just you can't be missing out on plays like this. But yeah, the God pool is really interesting. I seen people tweeting about this. I sued the SEC. It's an open edition mint. There's only been 108 of these minted, and it's a fucking 0.0042 ETH mint price. And it's on my home screen of OpenSea, which is wild that they would. I don't know. That seems kind of grifty there. For
the ask you a question.
What?
And I'm not usually a hater, but there's really no way for me to ask this question, framing it as not a hater. Why do you think the God pool is so interesting?
I don't think it's interesting at all. I think it's interesting that she hasn't done shit for Deadfellas and then comes out the gate trying to launch an 11K collection, charging that much, and then reduces the supply, and then is celebrating about how well they did on the mint.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say with my chest she didn't do shit for Deadfellas. I wasn't paying attention to Deadfellas, so I don't know how that all went. Maybe she did. But yeah, I would say not having the foresight to realize that an 11,000 collection wasn't going to go well, having to cut the supply, having a 10% royalty that's unexplained as of yet, and victory lapping on a 0.02 floor price is,
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just curious because you literally said the words "the God poll" is interesting, so that's why I asked the question.
Well, no, yeah, it's interesting in that light. Not that I don't have any of these. I don't want any of these. The art looks like fucking absolute shit. So, and maybe she surprises. Maybe
art is subjective. I say that all the time, but I'm gonna go ahead and agree with you. It's not. I mean, I don't know. Dude, AI something or something. Anyway,
it's crazy that what used to be the norm of a 10K PFP collection, like the thought of some, a project doing a 10K collection at this point is like, I don't know, like it's just a hard sell, unless it's something like a free collection, like NPCs is 10,000, but it was a free collection, for a certain point, and then it was like 20 or 30, 40 cents, whatever, for the rest of it. But like a portion of the mint was free. But my point is, like, it's hard to get. I mean, a collection minted out nowadays. It's hard to get a 5,000 sometimes, depending on the collection. There's just not enough traders in the NFT market right now to warrant a 10K collection or 11K at that point.
No. But bro, this artwork, like if this is really it, it's like this thing better have some hella utility because, like, bro, my daughter could have done better than this. And this is weird. So
what's crazy is like we used to have 10K collections that would cost a half ETH to mint or 0.1 ETH mint. At when ETH was $4,000, and like, dude, they would mint out in minutes. It's just crazy to think about how little traction there is in the NFT market compared to, the 2021 days.
Yeah.
But I do believe that there will be a rotation back to NFTs at some point. We need market conditions to get better.
Yeah.
But there's some promising signs. There's promising signs to me, and like looking at Pipe Dog, right? 70 million in volume in 19 hours. You had Cash Cat run up to 250. You had the Ansem coin run up to 450. This is all in the middle of a pretty bearish market sentiment, right? Fear and greed indexes, hovering around fear to extreme fear. There's not much retail people in right now. But we've had these like runners, which tells me, it's all indicators that people want action, right? People want to be on chain and trading. We just need more liquidity in the market. We need more bullish conditions before, people start. I think a lot of folks are sidelined still, waiting for the right conditions to start aping back in. But, we've had these little gems running here and there, and the volume is an indicator that people want to get back to on-chain trading, and it's just a matter of time before it happens.
Yeah, 100%. Brat said every Satari whitelist participant had a total of 8 whitelist allocations. So you'd be sitting on almost fucking 2 ETH there. Pretty wild. Kyle, Madman said, when I start posting my regular payouts from Cyber Ape and Ultra Kingdoms, be warned, I'll be tagging you and that idiot to really put in that cope. Yes, I have resorted to this type of bait till I see you knuckleheads in the Discord. But that game looked really good, though.
It does look really good. Shouts to Madman, and dude, shouts to me. I've ascended from just a regular old idiot to that idiot, dude. I am the one. I am Himothy of the idiots. Let's go, dude.
Yeah, you're the chosen one. All right. Well, I think that's that, bro. You got anything else you want to talk about, Kenny?
No. FOMC meetings, I believe it's later on this afternoon. So we'll see what happens there. Let's see how Warsh comes out. If he's
what do you think is most likely, Kenny?
I mean, all signs are indicating that we might get a rate hike.
See, I heard some people say yesterday, and I don't remember what platform he was talking about. Speed Racer. Some of you guys are familiar with him. He was saying that some of the, I don't know what market, prediction market or something, he was saying people have like a 30% chance or something still of a potential rate cut. He's expecting there to be no change whatsoever, but it's certainly the more, I would say, favored outcome amongst the speculators that there would be a rate hike, right? But I didn't know what you would.
Well, that's what he said, right? He said he thinks it's a rate hike is needed.
I believe they might do one, and then they'll go into cutting, in a month or two. But it's all, we're just gonna have to see. It's kind of hard to get. Obviously, Warsh has only been in for a couple months. We really haven't, gotten that much out of him just quite yet, outside of a few conversations that we've seen. Where his head's at, where the FOMC's head is at right now, it's kind of hard to tell because you're getting conflicting reports on how the economy's doing, what the debt's at, like all these things, and he's, obviously still in the first couple months of his tenure, he's going to want to try and make the right decisions off the bat, So we'll just have to see what he says today. Hopefully it's good. And not
the
bad.
speculation I heard from Speed Racer was no change this time around and probably a rate hike later this year. But that was, again, someone smarter than me. I don't know. I'm just a day-to-day
I don't know, Kyle.
enjoyer of the space.
I've heard you say some pretty big words. I think you're pretty smart.
I am not even sure that I used them appropriately. So, just because a parrot can say the word doesn't mean he understands it. I mean,
yeah, case in point, Jesus, right here to my my left or right, depending on how you're looking.
Well, it would be I'm always in the same spot, bro. I'm right here. For me, it's left because I'm looking at you. But if you were behind your phone, I'd be on your right.
Well, okay. Yeah, good point.
Oh, fuck. All right. Well, I got shit to go do, bro. And that's the day. Kyle's on stream tomorrow. So we're locked back in with him. And you get a few days off, Kyle, before you have to get back on the grind. So either way, ready to see your face back on stream with me. It's been quite a minute. But if you go to the YouTube, you would not even know you've been missing. As long as you just look at the thumbnail. The thumbnails are the most entertaining thing anyways. So beyond looking at the video.
Oh yeah. We both look like we're fucking superheroes in the thumbnails.
I know. I need to work on my tan because that guy in those fucking thumbnails, he's fucking looks like fucking Antonio Banderas.
He could get it.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, back at 11 a.m. for the rest of the week. And yeah, shouldn't have anything distracting us this week. Next week, my daughter starts school. So next Friday is going to be a clusterfuck, but we'll figure it out. Figure it the fuck out. Other than that, everybody stay safe. If you want to know more about DERP and STONKBROKERs and whatever else is going on, I think Uncle Mac's actually in a space right now. But on top of that, he's doing his own space at 3. So if you're trying to jump into mining, make sure you are there at 3 o'clock in that space so you do not miss out on that going live. Other than that, make sure you join the Reality Check Discord. We're always in there hanging out, just bullshitting, trying to find new ways to make some gains. So come in, hang out with us. And other than that, we will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, and other than that, bye, everybody.